pre-market news and views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is Friday, April 10th, 2015. Thank you all for tuning in today. I just want to go over the S&P 500 quickly, and what you're going to see here is that the futures are trading up by about 2.5 points to 20.8825 per contract. So a little uptick in the futures this morning. They have pulled back off the morning highs, but not much of a big advance this morning. The markets did have one heck of a volatile trading session yesterday. It was very, very choppy, and we may see more of that type of action. But all in all, we'll see where this goes. There are a lot of stocks in the news, and that's what we like to focus on most. Let's take a look at our first stock up here. It's CTSX, which is Citrix Systems. Oops, let me type that again. And what you'll see here is the stock is getting hammered. It closed at $64.65. Today it is trading at $60.75. You could check out the news for yourself. I believe Citrix came out with I believe they cut their forecast for the first quarter. But either way, the stock is getting slaughtered. But a level I have for you today is around $58.68. So I put the line in here already. $58.68. If it gets there, I think that's a place where you can look for a scalp bounce. So let this go down a little bit lower, but there's a potential scalp play right around the 58.68, 58.65 level on Citrix Systems. So keep that on the radar. Big news out of the market today is General Electric. They're going to do some restructuring. They're also going to sell a lot of GE Capital off, and they're going to do a $50 billion share buyback. That is massive. Stock spiked up here to 28.20, now pulling back to 27.57. A share closed at 25.73 yesterday. So this is a huge move. But the one thing I will say, stock is overbought on every metric. So please just, if you own it, trail your stop loss. That's the best way to play it. I'm not really sure where this is going to go, but we will watch this when the opening bell rings today. And again, this could be something that we play during the intraday stock chat room. Speaking of the intraday stock chat room, take a 7-day free trial to that. Come on over. You'll see everything that we're doing. We're having a sensational 2015, and we're looking to keep that going again today. Let's take a look at MDCO. This stock this morning is getting hit a little bit. It closed at 27.82, now trading at 25.90. It did trade all the way down toward the 23.50 level, but it has recovered a little bit. Only level that really intrigues me for this with this equity is around 22.70. If it gets down to 22.70, 22.60, that's a level where I think you got a scalp play in motion. Until then, I just don't see much here. But we'll keep this one on the radar. Maybe we'll trade this one once the opening bell rings a little bit later. Let's take a look at American Airlines. I did see some news out on that this morning. Stock is trading at $48.34. It did close at $47.84, so it's up about $1 or a little bit less than that, about 50 cents from yesterday's close. But either way, the only level I even like remotely for today on American is down at $46. So really, there's not much I will do with this stock. Airline stocks are still in corrective mode. If this does get down to 46, though, I think you could get an intraday scalp out of it at that level. So keep that on the radar. Let's take a look at Netflix. I think this was upgraded today. You could check it out for yourself. I could care less. What we do care about is the action and the reactions in the market. Stock closed at $439.50. It is now trading at $450.62. So this is a pretty good little pop for Netflix this morning. We'll see where it closes. Really, right now, it looks like you're going to have a pretty good open, but really got to see what that daily close works out to be. If it closes up here, this could be a sign of strength for the stock. If it does falter, then you got to be a little bit careful. That would be a sign of weakness. Really want to see a close really above the I'm going to say above the 445 level today. If it closes above there, it should be pretty strong. If it closes above 450 today, it's very, very strong. All right, let's take a look here at the next one, EXL. I believe this is a REIT that is being bought out by Blackstone. So EXL is being bought out by Blackstone, ticker symbol BX for Blackstone. They're up on the news, and EXL is up on the news. If you own EXL, just trail your stop loss or take the money off the table. Either way, it's a takeover. This should really just go sideways for the most part. But nice little premium pop this morning. Stock closed at $13.80. now trading around the $16 level. Let's take a look at Gap Stores, GPS. I do believe they had some kind of comps or something out today. Stock is trading at 41.70. The only level that interests me for Gap today, GPS, would be around $40.85. If it gets there, that's your scalp play. Other than that, we're going to leave it alone, but it will be on our radar once the opening bell rings. So come on over, take a 7-day free trial in the intraday stock chat room. You'll see everything that we're doing. Again, come on right over to InTheMoneyStocks.com. Take a 7-day free trial, and you'll see everything that we're doing. Let's take a look at Apple. They're taking pre-orders today for their Apple iPhone. Stock right now is trading at 126. Did trade down to 125. There's been some upgrades, some downgrades, some all-around grades. So again, I still think the chart looks good for Apple. Either way, stock is trading at 126, closed at 126.56. So it is down, I guess, about 52 cents at the moment, but that could change rather quickly with this one. So we'll keep that on the radar. Let's go over to the gold market. Gold is having a roaring and soaring day. Gold futures up about 11 bucks. Back above the psychological 1200 level. They're now trading at 1204.70. Let's take a look at the GLD. You'll see the GLG is trading at 115.60, closed at 114.67. So that's nearly a dollar pop in the GLD today. Good little move. I'm going to give the GLD the upside to around 118. Let's go over to the USO. Well, first we'll take a look at spot crude, which is trading down 58 cents to $50.21 a barrel. Let's take a look at the USO this morning, which is a good way to trade light sweet crude if you don't have a crude futures account. What you'll see here is that this is trading at 17.92, closed at 18.03. I really don't see much of a play either way in oil right now. So I don't see much upside. Downside, I just don't have a good read on it, so I'm just going to choose to leave it alone, and we'll wait for more clarity on the charts. That's the best way to play it. So once again, this is everything that we're seeing. Futures right now are still up about 2.25 points on the S&P 500, so we'll see where that goes. Again, it is a Friday. Volume generally drops off a little bit as we get to the afternoon session, so light volume is favorable for potentially more upside. But we have seen a lot of down Fridays in 2015 so far, much more than we've seen in 2014. With that being said, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat, and we will see everyone on the charts.